You think you know what cold is, but there is a town where your breath freezes into crystals that hang in the air and spit can crackle before it lands. 500 people live here, on purpose. Today, you'll see exactly what minus 71 degrees does to a human body, why one mistake outside can kill you in minutes, and the single thing quietly erasing this place forever. This is Oymyakon, and almost nothing you assume about survival works here. Most cold you've felt is an inconvenience. This is a different category. At the temperatures Oymyakon hits every winter, exposed skin freezes in minutes, metal snaps, and the ground never thaws. To understand how anyone survives it, you need three things in order: how cold it actually gets, what that cold does to everything they own, and why, after all of it, they still call this home. Start with the number everyone gets wrong. People hear cold and picture a hard winter, maybe minus 20. In Oymyakon, minus 20 is a mild day. The deep winter average sits near minus 50. Not the coldest night, the average. The lowest reading ever recorded here is around minus 68, and a monument in the town square marks an unofficial minus 71.2, the coldest temperature ever measured in a place where people permanently live. At that point, physics turns hostile. Throw boiling water into the air and it disappears as ice before it lands. But the cold itself isn't what makes Oymyakon nearly unlivable. The real problem is what it does to every machine keeping you alive. Here, a car is not transportation. It's a life support system that can never be switched off. In this cold, diesel thickens into jelly, rubber shatters like glass, and an engine that stops at night can be dead by morning. So drivers leave them running for hours, sometimes the entire winter. The lucky few keep cars in heated garages, and the reason you can't just dig deeper or plant more is under your feet: permafrost. The ground is frozen solid, hundreds of meters down all year, so hard that burying a pipe or a body means thawing the earth with fire first. If the machines barely survive and the ground is a slab of ice, one question gets urgent fast. What does anyone actually eat? Nothing grows in Oymyakon. No fields, no vegetables, no orchards. The frozen ground forbids it. So the entire diet rests on animals: reindeer, horse, and fish, pulled from under the river ice. And here the cold stops being the enemy and becomes the refrigerator. A fish hauled from the water freezes solid in seconds, standing upright like a board. A local delicacy, stroganina, is exactly that: frozen raw fish shaved into thin ribbons and eaten on the spot. People here don't get calories from the soil. They get them from creatures that, like the people, learn to live inside a freezer, which leaves the strangest part of all: what living inside that freezer does to the human body. At minus 50, the air feels solid. Breathe in too fast and it burns the lungs. The moisture in your breath freezes instantly into a fine, hissing fog. In parts of Siberia, people call that sound the whisper of the stars. Glasses fuse to your face. Pens won't write. A phone dies in minutes. Your body burns fuel just to defend its core temperature, so you eat more, move slower, and never let bare skin meet the air for long, because frostbite here isn't a risk, it's a clock. Every step outside is a calculation: how far, how fast, how exposed. Knowing all of this, the killing cold, the dying machines, food scraped from ice, you'd expect the place to be empty. It isn't. So why does anyone stay? Because for the roughly 500 people who remain, none of this is extreme. It's just home. Families have herded reindeer and horses in this valley for generations, long before thermometers, long before anyone called it a record. Children still walk to school, and class is only canceled when it drops past about minus 52. Life here is slower, harder, and somehow completely ordinary. People fall in love, argue, celebrate, grow old. Ask what they'd miss most if they left, and many say the same impossible thing: the silence, the kind of total quiet you only hear when the cold has swallowed every other sound. That is the answer to the question we opened with. But there's a final twist that changes everything you just watched. The coldest town on Earth is heating up. In July 2010, Oymyakon recorded 34.6 degrees above zero, the same village swinging more than 100 degrees across a single year. The Arctic is now warming faster than almost anywhere, and the permafrost the entire town is built on is softening, buckling roads, tilting houses, releasing ground that has stayed frozen since the Ice Age. The young are leaving for warmer cities, so Oymyakon is becoming the only place that has both survived the most extreme cold humans ever recorded and may not stay cold enough to exist for the next generation, which raises a darker question. If the coldest inhabited place on Earth is this fragile, what's happening to the hottest one, where people already live at the very edge of what a body can survive?